World Series, we had a fantastic World Series game to turn around in less than 12 hours for them to play another one.
Yeah. I mean, I only stayed up for a part of the first one. Like, when I woke up this morning and I saw Freddie Freeman walk up in 18 innings, I was like, what the fuck?
So I fell asleep once the Chiefs and the Commanders game kind of got out of control, and then the Sixers won. I checked in. I said, "Oh wow, the game's close, whatever." I drifted off to sleep. I woke up about 3, maybe like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I said, "Oh, they're playing like the replay. It must have been a really good game. Let me watch it." And then I looked at I was like, "Oh wait, 14th inning." I was like, "Wait," I was like, "It's still the same game." I went to bed and woke up to the same game playing. And of course, I finished the rest of it because I was like, "Fuck it!" Like now I'm up. Now I'm interested in what's happening. I got on the phone and I watched all the highlights to how we got there, and so I watched the rest of the game. It was amazing. So, which brings us, you posed the question.
Yeah.
Yes, Freddie Freeman is going to get the ESPN highlights for hitting the home run to win the game, which is fine. He deserves it. It's awesome. That game was won because Shohei Ohtani's fucking awesome. Period. Like is it fair? And I think we've talked about this a little bit.
We have.
I get it, man. Showtime. He's the walking, breathing, pitching, hitting proof that God saves his best nectar for just the select few in life. And this guy is amazing.
Yeah.
Has he done enough to you, if I'm asking your question that you posed to me correctly, to say that he's the best person to ever play baseball?
I mean, my immediate response is no, I don't. But I also come from this ideology that there is not one best player in any sport. I mean, look, and I'm a hockey guy, and they call Wayne Gretzky the great one. He is, but you got to judge players based on the times, based on what they did for the sport, based on their accolades, their achievements. Like, Ovechkin just passed him for the goals, right? So you got to say, yeah, Gretzky's one of the best players of all time. Switching that to baseball, Ohtani for me is so far and already one of the best baseball players of modern day baseball. He is. My only reservation of calling him the best player of all time is the fact that he's entertaining to watch. It's hard to do the pitcher thing, to do the hitting thing, and he's doing both of it. But, and I've seen this same opinion circulate elsewhere. It's, you don't play the majority of the games both in the field and at bat. And I think for me, I will judge him hitting against other players like him and Aaron Judge, who's the better hitter. Certainly Ohtani when it comes to the postseason. But, you need to be able to, for me, you got to be I find Aaron Judge to be more athletic in a sense of being able to go out there and we'll say play the better part of 140 or 150 games if he's completely healthy out of 162 in the field. Whereas Ohtani's only on the mound, once every 3-4 days. Not to say that, he's still pitching, right? They had to create a rule for him about if he's pitching, he can DH at the same time, which I'll get into in a second because I think they need to change that rule. But as of right now, I think he is arguably one of the best players in baseball. But I'll take it a step further and say he's probably the most electrifying postseason hitter we have had in the past 20 years or so. If he keeps this up, because he's only 3 games into this postseason, he's already tied the Dodgers record for most home runs in a single postseason. He's now with an organization that is likely going to make the postseason, if not every year over the next 5 years, every 10 years, over the next 10 years too. I think him moving to the Dodgers and away from the Angels is what propelled him into this status. Not to say he wasn't entertaining or wasn't electrifying before, he was, but now he can add some stats to his name and be considered one of the best, plain and simple. So much so where, you have John Schneider being called out for the fact that he walked him 4 times in yesterday's game. That was intentional walks. He walked a 5th time just by taking some balls too. And that's how you've made it as a hitter if they don't even want to throw to you. Which, of course, Jerm brought up the question, you know how we love ruining the game of classic baseball. And I'm not saying that sarcastically for anybody who is new to the show. Jerm and I love enhancements to baseball. We cheered when there was the universal DH. We're cheering for robot umpires. We liked, the check rule at first. You can only throw so many times. And now I will ask you, Jerm, do you think there should be a rule with how many intentional walks you should grant a player?
Nope.
No, you think they should just let them walk as many times as possible?
Not only do I think they should be allowed to do that, I think we've talked about this, the golden at bat, where
Yeah.
Like if Shohei should be able to at least one time a game in a certain situation, if Shohei strikes out, you put him up right back up there if you want to.
Yeah.
You get one golden at bat. So if you're gonna waste it on a walk, then fine, walk him as many times as you want. But I mean, limiting the amount of walks would probably help, but that's only going to help the super stack teams, right? Like, you know what I mean? Because it's going to force you to pitch. Like, it's not really going to change anything for a majority of the teams.
I mean,
Brad
for me as a
Orhood,
baseball fan, if I'm going to a game, regular season or postseason, and I watch Ohtani or Aaron Judge get walked 3 times, like, I'm paying to see him hit bombs. Like, I don't need to see him walk to first anymore. I get that it's a part of the game. I'm not saying get rid of it completely, obviously. I do think the intentional walk is key in certain situations, but man, limit it to 2 a game. I think it just helps with the strategy.
Well, the problem is, it does, but the problem is, okay, you can't intentionally walk. These are professional league pitchers. They can throw a ball to make it look like, they're just going to walk you anyway. You know what I mean? So they'll just throw low pitches. Like it may not, they may not like loft it, but they'll throw some fast, low pitches. They're going to walk you. So that's why it's going to be hard
provided the individual doesn't swing. Yeah.
Right. But you're going to be in a situation where I'm not intentionally walking you, but I'm intentionally walking you. Brad Orhood, Tuesday. You know what that means. New stuff about sports. Sure. You can put a limit on intentional walks, but I don't think that's really going to stop teams from walking. Like maybe I'll throw it a little higher than normal. Like I'll make it obvious that I'm walking you. Maybe you'll swing at a few of them, but like Javier Baez, you know what I mean? Bert, I heard you, man. I feel you. Everything, time is the operative word in the GOAT, right? Greatest of all time. I hear you, man. But we got to stop doing this where we're putting up people's accolades up against their traits or what they do. Shohei Ohtani is the greatest player to ever play baseball. Okay. Right. And I'm not a Babe Ruth played only against plumbers. Babe Ruth started pitching after he was a hitter. Shohei's doing it at the same time. Like he's you said it. They changed the rule for him. Like it's 50-50 club, Bert. Hey, last year, 54 homers, 59 stolen bases. You want to know how long that list is of people who have done that in the history of baseball? Baseball's been played for it's one. It's one. You guessed it, buddy. That's Shohei Ohtani. The GOAT. You feel me? The GOAT. You come in the league, I can't imagine. The US numbers are great. I can't wait to see what the numbers coming out of Japan are. In terms of what he means, like to everything. Like, and then he's a 3-time MVP already. Two of them were unanimous, right? Like,
I mean, he's about to get a 4th.
He's going to get a 4th. So, I mean, how many 4-time MVPs are already in the Hall of Fame? There's not many of them, right? He's already got. Shame on the Anaheim Angels. Shame on you for wasting all of that fucking time. All that could have been doubled by now. Now imagine that. Now imagine if he didn't waste all those years with Mike Trout and trying to make that thing work.
I know.
Like people still talk about Babe Ruth. Shohei's doing things that Babe Ruth has even half touched, and he's doing it at an elite level simultaneously in the modern game against bigger, better athletes who specialize in the things that, back then baseball players were just baseball players. Like, again, I'm not a Babe Ruth played against milkman guy, but the games just evolved in a way that
I bet you they weren't throwing 101 when Babe Ruth was playing,
Yeah. So sorry, man. Like I get it. People are going to start putting up, hey, how many rings does he have? How many of this? He's going to get those too in short order. But
yeah,
like we do this with Tom Brady. Like I don't think people are using the rings. Like Tom Brady isn't the best person to ever throw a football, even though he's probably up there. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, like I think when I look at how they play the position, I would say they're better. I put Drew Brees above Tom Brady in terms of skills.
All right,
But
now I'm going to stop you there. Now you're being
the most
absolutely
accurate quarterback ever, like that's a tangible thing. Like nobody's going to touch Drew Brees' records in terms of personal, like the way he's throwing the ball. I'm talking about the skill of playing quarterback. Like I'm talking about, but Aaron Rodgers is like, that's to me, that's the best I've ever seen. And Patrick Mahomes is about to eclipse that here pretty soon if he keeps dragging Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy and Travis Kelce to Super Bowl titles. But Shohei, in terms of playing the game, the best. Nobody has done what this guy has done. Like it's
not since
I don't know
Babe
how
Ruth,
you could argue
probably
it.
never again. No,
And
yeah.
never again. I just like you, I don't know how you could argue it, to be honest with you. Like,
Well, again,
the
I'm
only
not
thing
saying he's not the best. I'm saying he's one of the best to play the game.
I got you. I get it. The greatest is a different conversation. So, and people are going to want sustained excellence when it comes to that type of stuff. But I don't know, man. Like, he's just amazing. He's amazing.
Oh, he is. He is super amazing. I mean, honestly, watching him play, it annoys me. He didn't want to come to the East Coast and wanted to stay out west. But I get it. That's fine.